The collaboration of Andre and Thomas produced 2 video essays, Las Venas and Wilson's Island. You can check the background on the website www.lasvenas.de. Excerpts from the videos were placed without re-editing here on YouTube, but internet use of Wilson's Island is limited. Without any commentary, the work is pretty obscure and difficult to understand, acoustically too. Since the video material was only the basis for a live act, we decided that it was best to add a voiceover to make Wilson's Island more accessible. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm the voiceover. I won't say much. Just a few words here and there based on the script that Thomas wrote. Now, Andre and Thomas spent 1 month at Watermill, Long Island, which is about 2 hours from New York City. Watermill was founded by Robert Wilson, the theater and visual artist. He wasn't there when Andre and Thomas were there. They decided that they wanted to explore the way edifice and a building site co-designed by a great artist of the theater works as a laboratory for his aesthetics, as a sort of utopian site for the synthesis of the arts. This is Watermill, November 14th, 2008, in the garage. The sound you're hearing is the wind using the garage doors of the studio like an instrument. Let's pause the video for a moment. This is a layout of the building. Now, which is the first floor and which is the ground floor? This is not an easy question to answer. It depends on your point of view. It all depends on your point of view. Andre and Thomas will not stick to this floor plan in their video because, just like in Venice, they like to get lost sometimes. They like to let loose a little, escape, misbehave, lose control. Now we're sitting looking out of the window. Thomas loves sitting and looking out of windows. This is a figure. Let's pause the video here for a moment. This room is below the so-called workshop gallery. It's called the garage. Right now it's done up for some site-specific stuff, custom-made screen, paper hanging. It's a lot of handwork involved because Thomas was inspired by the atmosphere, so he wanted to be creative, and he spent hours doing this with his hands. Now, in the gallery, the workshop gallery just above us, other artists in residence were having a rehearsal, and they were bouncing and jumping up on the floor so bad, and it was really, really loud. We were getting, it's not I was getting, Thomas and Andre were getting. I wasn't there. Sorry. It was getting so bad that Andre and Thomas thought that the roof was going to collapse, that the ceiling would fall down on top of them, and the house would collapse. Oh well, I'll do this in German because we don't have theater of memory in English. Im Sinne eines Gedächtnistheaters gesagt, das Dach ist angestürzt, es muss gedacht werden. Just a word about what they were rehearsing upstairs. they were Klingons. They were talking Klingon, and then one person would do something and everybody had to repeat what that one person was doing. And that's what they were doing, jumping up and down upstairs.
Was machst du denn gerade?
Ich mache einen Schuss durch diesen Raum.
Ah ja, Schuss.
Weil beinahe diese Decke runtergefallen ist. Und da dachte ich, das muss ich doch filmen, wenn die runterfällt. So to translate it, I thought the ceiling would come down, and I wanted to film it with the ceiling falling down.
The ceiling
falling down.
That's quite interesting. Was it because of us?
Was it because of us?
That's a record.
Here's some important questions. Are Anja and Thomas cast in a role by the architecture? Will their bodies be instruments of Wilson's architecture? Will this process become theater? How will they move? From where will the camera take its shots? Now Thomas's handwork, this custom-made screen and stuff, tries to emphasize and highlight Wilson's disruptions and breaks, his affection for verticals. These are all single sheets of paper, glued together with transparent tape. They make columns shaking in the wind.
I would like to thank the specialist for the care we experienced here from after being invited by Robert Wilson, the care which we experienced under the wings, so to say, of Sherry Lobby and Nixon Bentham. So my best thanks are going of gratitude to Robert Wilson, to the institution of Watermill, to Sherry, to Nixon, and for creating an atmosphere in which this work in progress became possible. Thank you.
So I'm going to turn on the light now. It's going to get more dark, and we will start the video. I see, I'm going to improvise a little bit, not in the strong term of improvisation, but I see it's getting a little hot here, maybe after a while. And I was wondering, Sherry, is it possible? Paper cuts would be totally out of style, but let's put it that way. Anyone would want some water after a while, but really badly. Give a sign to me, I go around, get it. You all get the sign, I'll be running all the time. So let's limit that, okay? But before you really have a bad feeling, also you can walk. Eigentlich, die sagen immer, dass nach eigenem Ermessen, wie heißt das auf Englisch? Das ist so schön, wie sie das immer sagen. Das Gehen nach eigenem Ermessen. Dass man weggehen kann.
Yes, permission around discretion.
Yeah, so, yeah, whatever. You want to go outside, get some movements, get some softness in your body, go back, it's fine.
So Thomas is very accommodating, as you can see. Now he figures water is a very important thing to have when you're watching this stuff. So I guess he'd want me to say to you now, if you wanted to, just push pause, go get yourself a glass of water and come back.